The middle class has become a luring market for those who seek a good device for not too much money. If you add modern design, good specifications, and the latest firmware version to it, it cannot disappoint. Today we have just this kind of a device, the Alcatel Shine Lite. Alongside a 5-inch HD display, it has excellent design which feels much more expensive, and a decent chipset to round up the story of this device. Metal and glass body is always a good choice. 13 megapixels rear and 5 megapixels front-facing cameras are there, but we'll speak a little bit more about them later. A big plus is the fingerprint scanner located on the back. In the package, you can find an Alcatel charging adapter, micro USB cable, gel case, screen protection, 3.5mm in-ear headphones, and a SIM tray tool. Available colors are satin gold, pure white, and prime black, which we have here for the review. The Shine Lite has a 5-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 720. It is on par with the competitors in this price range. It is an HD display which can show up to 16 million colors. The IPS LCD display promises good visibility on the sunlight. The colors are vivid and the general feel of this display is very good. Both front and the back of this device are protected by a Sashi Dragon Trail glass. The number of ppi is 294. Touch responsiveness is very good and the visibility on the sunlight is great as well due to the IPS panel. When it comes to the Shine Lite's cameras, we have a well-known combination: 13 megapixel rear and 5 megapixel front cameras. Cameras have their advantages and disadvantages too. Speaking of the interface, there is plenty of room for improvement. As the basic flaw of the interface, we will point out two small icons. The rear-facing camera offers pretty decent results for this class. The colors could be a little bit more saturated, but the HDR somewhat improved the pictures. Some camera options are face detection, geotagging, ISO settings, control, and autofocus. There's also an LED flash for low light shooting. The video is captured in HD 720p at 30 fps. Taking into account that this resolution was standard way back in 2011, it is an obvious disadvantage. The front-facing camera has 5 megapixel resolution and it will work great for regular selfies. The picture quality is generally pretty good. Another very good thing is the LED flash on the front, which will make the Shine Lite a great choice for those who enjoy taking selfies. Another important thing in every modern smartphone is the chipset. Because of the price, Shine Lite doesn't really shine in this area. MediaTek MT6737 is a quad-core CPU with Cortex A53 cores clocked at 1.3 GHz. This chipset has become standard for the lower class and offers a good price to performance ratio. Malai T720 MP2 is in charge of the graphics. This device performed amazingly when launching standard applications such as Facebook, Viber, and Chrome, but when gaming it is really obvious that this is a lower class chipset. Overheating and fast battery consumption are evident after longer gaming. There is 16 GB storage and 2 GB of RAM, which is just enough for fluent work and good multitasking. On the Antutu benchmark, it scored 28,440. Another thing which is really welcome and is indeed a great plus is definitely the fingerprint scanner. It is located on the back, works pretty fast, and represents a nice level of security. When it comes to sensors, we have a gyroscope, proximity sensor, and compass. This phone comes with pre-installed Android 6.0 Marshmallow firmware. Alcatel have not changed the stock Android too much, so it all works fluently and everything is only a few taps away. The list of connections is also very decent for this price range. The device supports 4G and uses the micro USB port for charging and data transfer, and it is equipped with a 3.5mm headphone port. Speaking of wireless connectivity, there is Wi-Fi 812.11, FM radio, Bluetooth 4.2, and assisted GPS. NFC would also be welcome, but this time it's just not there. This device uses nano SIM cards. For our review, we have a 5080X version, which is a dual SIM version, with a hybrid slot which can support a microSD card for storage expansion. If you want to use the microSD card, however, you can only use one nano SIM card. This device uses a non-removable lithium-ion battery with a capacity of 2460 mAh. The Shine Lite is a pretty good lower class device. A good display combined with a great design and a good chipset seems to be a winning combination. The lack of NFC is somewhat annulled with the fingerprint sensor, which is here. The thing that we have noticed is that the back panel is prone to scratching despite its drag and trail glass protection. Very slightly modified stock Android fits very well with the hardware and makes it a pleasure to use the Shine Lite.